It is a really beautiful morning. We're ready to set sail. It feels really good. It's just one of those mornings, you know, when I've had enough sleep, which feels amazing, and the sun is just coming out. I'm just gonna get everything sorted on the boat. I'm gonna put the dinghy on deck. Yeah, we're off. Whew. It's definitely a little workout in the morning, but it's a little different picking up the dinghy and organizing everything with just 2 people, but I say that it goes pretty smooth. We have a system down, which is cool.
We've been hearing lots of cool things about St Croix lately from a few different people, so I'm really excited to go check it out. I have a feeling we're gonna get plenty of wind out there.
Good morning, Mac. Good morning, Mac. You ready to go? All right, let's go.
Almost picking up the anchor. All right, Kaza, good to go.
Okay, starting to pick up the anchor. Okay, we're up.
St Croix lies just 30 miles south of St John and St Thomas, both of which are very popular cruising grounds. But for some reason, that 30 miles south of the normal sailing route through the Caribbean makes a difference, and we'd only met a handful of boats that had made the trip. But those that had spoke of great diving, organic farms, and quaint little towns. The conditions looked perfect for a beautiful day of sailing, so we decided to give it a go.
Okay.
Ready? Main coming out. Isn't that nice? Silence. Now we're sailing. The power of the wind, Nugget. Cool, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Delos is built for these conditions. With only a small swell running, full sail out, and the wind forward of the beam, we are flying along. The thought of moving 40,000 pounds of boat through the water using the forces of nature never gets old to me. And being able to navigate your house from one island to the next in the course of an afternoon gives me a feeling of absolute freedom and adventure.
Nice?
Yeah, it's awesome up here. I love doing that kind of filming. It's really cool. You get a bit wet though. Nugget. Hello. Who's the happy one?
She likes sailing.
Hey. How far is it?
I think we have about 34 miles to go, and the wind is exactly as it should be. We've got 12, maybe. Jeez, the radios are crazy around here. We've got 12 knots, 12 to 13 knots, just forward of the beam, which Delos really loved those conditions, and we're moving along at 6 to 7 knots, which should be 5 hours, maybe 5.5 hours. We arrive into Christiansted, St Croix. You were a happy baby like 5 minutes ago. You're a happy baby, now you're a whiny pants. Are you tired? Here, have some apples. Have some apple snack. Oh, apple snack.
Feeling so peaceful right here, sitting at the helm, watching Delos as she cuts through the waves. It's always exciting coming into a new island, not knowing what to expect or who you might meet. And the best part, we get to do it all together as a family.
What a fantastic sail, Kaza.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
We're 0.9 miles away. The conditions were just beautiful. But would you mind going up on the bow? We're keeping a lookout. There should be a green mark coming up, and then there is like a proper channel.
Okay.
And we're in the US, so it's red right returning. So we'll keep the red markers on starboard.
You can see the green marker coming up. And then, oh, and now port, port, port. Oh. Oh. Fuck, that was pretty close. Backing down, see it like. I think we're hooked real good. Sorry about that. Close call on the mooring. Oh, the marker. Fuck, it was a little bit nerve-wracking. This is actually why I got pretty confused. If you look at the chart, it's actually 2 channels going in this entrance here, and this buoy that we almost hit was predominantly green. It is red and green, but it was, you know, 90% green, so I kind of got really confused about the whole situation. And then this reef right here, so we came on the wrong side of it, and then yeah, we had to turn really fast to not hit that reef. And I don't think you could see very much standing up even with Maggie up there, so I just have to be more precise when I say where to go, I guess.
We made it, we didn't hit anything. Our little nugget is sleeping peacefully,
Yeah,
unaware of everything.
yeah.
And now we're gonna go explore. Yeah.
It looks like a really cool place though.
Yeah. Oh no! Baby Nug! Baby Nug, did you wake up from your nap? Oh, come here. Hi. Did you have a good nap? Did you have a good nap? Hello. Oh no. Everything's fine.
Anything about this place?
I know absolutely nothing. I think it's pretty old though, and we heard that a lot of the town was sort of like had cobblestone streets and a lot of history here. This is the National Historic Site, Customs House, 1841, right there. There's another warehouse from 1749, a church from the mid-1700s. That's cool.
So far I feel like it's a very quaint little town. It has a lot of cool restaurants, boardwalk, all the good things. It would be nice to walk around for a little bit, look at some sights. Yeah, it's really cool how they left a lot of the old stuff.
Yeah, it's very quaint. Look at this. This tree is like growing right into this building.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
My name's Eldon Lambert.
Oh, hey,
Eldon Lambert from St Croix. Brian, yeah.
This is little Sierra.
There's the baby.
This is
Do you mind if I film?
Sure. Hi, sweet. Oh my
Hi,
gosh.
Karen.
Hi, sweetie. Nice to see you. Welcome to St Croix.
Thank you.
I'm intruding on your privacy like you get all the time.
We were just going for a little walk, and we had some ice cream, and we just
Any
sailed
good
in.
restaurant that you would recommend?
What do you want? Local? What kind of?
What would be local here?
I just bought stew fish.
Stewed fish.
Saltfish,
Oh, yeah?
stew fish, and fungi.
Oh, like
You've been all
mushrooms?
over.
Let me. I gotta see that.
Guys.
I gotta see that. Oh, it smells awesome.
This is saltfish. Saltfish.
Oh man, where do you get
And
that?
I know you eat about anything.
Yeah.
I've seen you eat anything. So I got this at a place called Rosie's. You have to drive to it. It's not walkable.
Oh really?
But something like this, local, right about on the other side of that pink building, which fronts on King Street,
Yeah.
is Kim's.
Okay.
Kim's, a little small little sit on the porch kind of thing.
Nice.
She'll have all kind of West Indian stuff.
Oh, cool.
If that's what you're at.
Thanks. Yeah, sure.
Now, if you're
Meeting Eldon totally made our afternoon. It always surprises and humbles us when someone living on a small island in the middle of the Caribbean watches our videos. Nothing beats local advice, so we were off in search of Kim's and some local stewed saltfish.
I think we found it.
Here too.
What is saltfish?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask her though. They have
I think
chicken,
it's like
barbecue
dried
ribs.
salted fish.
I have no idea. Can you, would you mind explaining what this is for us?
Okay, this is the dumpling, the coconut, and then this is the saltfish, and it's stewed, and then you have some okra and some salad on the side.
Whoa, it sounds delicious.
Here's a little.
I like that.
What do you think about that?
Good.
Oh yeah. It's got just enough fishy flavor, but so full of like spices.
The dumpling is kind of sweet.
Yeah. Yum.
Wow.
I think we did pretty good. It was freaking awesome.
Really good, huh?
Yeah, I wish I knew what was in this. I'm sure we'll find out. We'll make it our mission to figure out this recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Eldon.
Bye-bye, Christiansted.
I really like that town. It's
Right?
super cool.
It was a short stop for us, but
Short
it was
stop,
nice.
but it was nice. It was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
But we've decided to go to the west side of the island because there's some wrecks over there we want to dive. And we're gonna go meet up with this guy I've been emailing with, Ryan and Karina, who own a little place over there. I love it when people email us with like little out of the way spots that, you know, it's like their project and their passion and their love, and you can tell that the way he's written this email and sent the pictures, they're super, super proud of what they've done. And that in itself is enough to make me want to go and see it. And we can hang out and sort of use it as a base to explore the island. So it should be like a little 2-hour sail around the corner.
Cool.
And that's it, here we go.
We made it! So for some peace of mind,
I'm gonna go dive the mooring as usual. I just dropped a little stern hook off to keep our bow into the swell. Which I think will make it much nicer. The mooring looks real good. It's pretty solid.
yeah?
It's a big piece of chain, but since it's gonna start blowing, you might want to put out a backup anchor since we're on a lee shore anyway.
Yeah.
You know, since it's our house and all.
Okay, so our plan is to put out a second anchor. So we're literally gonna drop the anchor. Brian is gonna tie it off to the dinghy. I'm gonna let chain out and we're gonna go out to the side. This is kind of weird. This is like very strange. We've never done this before.
Haven't had to do that for a while, but now we've got double mooring line set up. We've got the main anchor out forward into port, and we've got a stern hook to keep us out of the swell. Now I'm gonna sit down and relax, have a shower maybe.
Okay, we're going in. Here. And it might be a little bit trickier. It's gonna be a beach landing, some waves.
There we go. Got her. All right, I got the baby. Successful mission. All right.
Looks like a nice spot, huh?
Yeah, it looks really nice. Built in 1760. That's crazy. Hi.
I'm Ryan.
Oh, you must be Ryan.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Nice
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite.
With pleasure.
Of course, after he sent me the email, I said, oh, so you have an inn. Does that mean that you have an address? And since it's a U.S. Virgin Island, can I ship stuff there with United States Postal Service? And he says, yes, absolutely. So there is probably about a dozen boxes waiting at the reception for us to pick up. I think these are all of our packages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes of heater. Are you Karina? I am. Hi, I'm Brian. Nice to meet you.
This is a sugar plantation. It was called at that time the Butler Bay Great House. It's on the National Registry of Historic Places, and we're opening it as the Feather Leaf Inn. So we decided to name it after the shape of the leaves of the tamarind tree. And there's all these beautiful, huge hardwood tamarind trees on the property. That's baobab.
It's an amazing tree. How many things has that tree seen?
Yeah, that Saman tree is old. So shopping for a tropical paradise property is a lot like shopping for a boat.
Yeah.
Which means there's a lot of type on the computer.
He showed me this place and I was like, it didn't look like anything because it was poorly marketed. And then when we got here, it was really rainy, there was a lot of mosquitoes around, and we got out of the parking lot and I was speechless. I was like, wow, I feel.
And you were like, yes.
Karina's like a tough nut to crack in that way. She's like, she looks at a lot of them and a lot of properties and she says, no, not this one.
Yeah.
But this place, she lit up and she was like, yeah,
Cool.
this one I could live there. I could
How
do
long
that.
ago was this?
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2017.
So those are all
Sweet.
rooms now.
And now we have them as guest rooms. So for the first time in 260 years, this is now open to the public. People can come and see and enjoy.
Up next on Delos, we have one of our worst nights ever.
The thing is like filled with water and it's just getting bashed onto the rocks.
One of the worst nights on anchor I've ever had. Stern anchor line snapped, put us broadside to the swell, and we gotta leave. We can't stay here, it's insane.
Hello Delos Tribe, check out these sweet new flags we got made. If you see somebody fly it, go up and say hello and maybe bring them a beer. It's a fresh new batch waiting for you in the shop. So go and grab one.
Perfect. I should just stop wearing pants.
Yeah.
I don't know, I seem to be caught up on a bunch of things.
I'm getting through.
Oh, he's getting through. Business in the front, party in the back.
Look at that.
You like it? I like it a lot.